Hello, ladies and gents. As per usual, it's Ander, back with another episode of Feed the Beast, number 4. Now, not much has actually changed since the last episode. I think the most significant thing I've done is I've been farming the zombie pigmen in the nether a little bit, and I've collected a bunch of loot. All this gold stuff is really important because gold has a really high EMC value. As you notice, the golden helmet has over 10,000, and right now, to me, that's a lot. I mean, one wooden log is worth 32, so think how many logs just one golden helmet is. Done a little bit of change in the nether. The platform wasn't working out so well for me. I figured gas would spawn, and they kind of disrupt that, and I needed an easier way to funnel the pigmen. So I've completely encased the nether portal here, and I've encased the pathway down there too as well. And so now they all spawn in this room at the very end. They're all a little loud together, but that's basically how I've been doing it. And they can't get me behind the fence. Ooh, really loud when they're aggressive, but basically what I've been doing. Can't spawn in here because I have half slabs down, and I also have half slabs on the ceiling, so they can't spawn up there and decrease the spawn rates. So it's a really nice way to get easy EMC value items really quickly. I think that's about it that's changed since the last episode. I will tell you now that I am getting a little tired of having to go up and down this water elevator every time. And now that we have iron, I think it's time we create 2 buckets. And we're going to move our entire base of operations to the upper level, so I don't have to keep going up and down this water elevator, especially when I die. I died quite a few times remodeling the nether zombie pigman grind station thingy, and yeah, I just like to be a little closer to the monument and the spawn point, so if I do die, it's not such a long ways down. I also like lots of room above and below where I build, and as you can probably, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is really close to the void. It doesn't go down much further. But yeah, I'm going to take this whole base apart and I won't do a complete reconstruction. I'll probably do a lot of remodeling, expansion, just get it set up for building. So I'll see you guys when I'm done with that. And we're back. So without any further ado, let me welcome you to the Feed the Beast Base 2.0. Yeah, well, not very big at the moment, but it'll do for now. Expansion will most definitely be happening. Just something I kind of threw together. This is 2 layers deep of smooth stone. The smooth stone only goes around the edges for the top layer, and then we have grass all around for the floor, just because it's really the only block that looks good right now that I have access to. I took some of my smooth stone and I made it into stone brick, and then turned that into stairs and half slabs. And I've created this 2 deep pool around the bedrock island that we started on, so I won't take damage now if I die and then I fall back into the pool. Just so I don't have to wait for my hearts to regen if like a mob killed me or something. Anything inconvenient like that. We're going to be using that in just a little plot of farmland. Infinite water source over here, just because I always have bad luck with water when I take a block out, even though I know I should be able to take that block out. It's not worth the risk, I don't think. So I'll just take water from here. Here, the inside of my chest. I farmed the zombie pigmen. Actually, did I already show you that? Maybe I did. Zombie pigmen loot right here. Ender pouches, some brick over here. all my crap in here. In the transmutation tablet, of course. And I think now we are all prepared to make all 9 items that we need for the first section of the pyramid. So we're going to start crafting those. Start with the stone bowl. Stone bowl's simple enough. You just put 3 stone in the shape of a bowl. You get a bowl. Awesome sauce. Next, we've got our jungle wood block. We're going to need that. One thing we're going to start right now is we need charcoal to make our torches, which is one of the things we need. So we're going to pop in not some cobblestone, but some jungle wood logs, and we're going to burn it with birch logs. And while that cooks, let's get some, for the scoop, we're going to need some wool, which right now requires string because we have no sheep. And oh, well, speak of the devil, there is a spider. Maybe we won't have to do this after all. Not that it's really that much of a pain. Let's see if we can get the spider. See if it drops some string. Oh, and it drops some string. Lucky us. Actually, come to think of it, I'll just show you guys what I was going to do in the first place. Right here I have flax seeds. And with flax seeds, you can plant them like wheat. But unlike wheat, you can bone meal them. It's not letting me bone meal them at the moment. That's a little weird. We'll come back to that. But anyway, it's supposed to grow 2 blocks high, and you can knock off the top block, and the top block will give you flax seeds and string back in return. So we got our 6 charcoal here. I don't have any sticks. I should take some sticks. And we're going to finally make some torches. Yay! And we have to save 4 of those for the monument. But for now, we're going to light this place up so we don't ever have to worry about mobs on our little island when we're not right next to it. Say we're at the monument, we don't have to come back and fight hordes of creepers or anything. Wondering if they're not growing because there's not enough light. Oh, here, yep, light level, not high enough. Good call, Ander. Okay, so I bone mealed them, they grow them too high. I can knock them, got 2 string, 2 seeds from that. I think 3 string from that one, that was a good one. And it will do the same for that. Not that we really need it anymore, because I can just teach the string to my transmutation table, and I can get as much of that as I need. I'll just grab that much. The weird thing about flax is once you knock off the top block, you can't bone meal it again, so you can't like regrow the top instantly. Not that it's a really big deal, now that we have access to theoretically infinite amounts of string. But, you know, it's still a pain nonetheless. So we're going to craft our string into a wool block. And we're going to teach that to our transmutation table, get an extra. And we're going to make the scoop. We already have enough sticks. So a scoop is formed by making kind of a American football post type shape. And then we're going to put 1 string in the middle. We got a scoop. The scoop is used to pick up hives, which are in the ender chests. You can pick up hives and it'll also give you bees. But we're not going to do any beekeeping at the moment, just because I want to focus on Feed the Beast, and so far there hasn't been a need to play with the bees right now. Play with the bees. Let's see, what else are we missing? Oh, whoa. Scared me. I almost thought that was a creeper. Okay, next we're going to try and make the automatic transmutation table. Let's see if I can organize myself a little bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wood block there. Okay. A little more organized. Not really. But it's a start. Okay, so for the automatic crafting table, we're going to have to use a buildcraft item. And that is the gear, the wooden gear in this case. I'm going to need 4 of these. These serve no purpose other than being used to craft other items. I'm going to take 4 of those. Then we're going to need a regular old crafting table, and then we're going to put the wooden gears in the cardinal directions around the crafting table, and voila, we have our own automatic crafting table. Now, how the automatic crafting table works is I can place this baby down and say I want to make, I don't know, what can I make with the items I have? I'm going to make a stone sword. And so I can put that in, and I can exit the crafting table, and the items don't come out. They still remain in the crafting table. And as we get more complex items, we can actually feed items into the crafting table with pipes. And what it'll do is it'll automatically take those items and it'll craft them into whatever item it's in the shape of provided it is powered by an engine. And I know this, for those of you not familiar with Buildcraft, this probably sounds very foreign, but just take my word for it. It's kind of an awesome piece of machinery in the early game, just because you can mass produce items without ever going near a crafting table yourself. But we're going to need that back. So next we're going to try a little, actually I need some resources in here, thank you. And we're going to make a project table, which I actually briefly showed you up there. I didn't actually describe what it did. It's similar to the automatic crafting table. It's a little different. Actually, before we do that, we're going to need to make a chest and another crafting table like that. And we're going to put the crafting table there, the chest right beneath it, wood on both sides, and stone on the top. And then we have a project table. Now, the project table works similarly. You can put items into the project table, leave, come back, and it's still there. Basically, it works similar to the automatic crafting table, but it's a little more manual, hands-on. It also operates as a chest. I can store items in this bottom part here. But say I have another 2 cobblestone and a stick in my inventory, I can make a stone sword, but it doesn't use up the items in the crafting slot. It only uses it from the chest area, unless there's no other resources in here, and then it'll just use up what's ever in the crafting table. So that's cool. But we're going to need that back because we're going to sacrifice you to our monument. What items are we missing? We'll put all our items together right here again, trying to keep them separate. And we're going to make a screwdriver. Screwdrivers are always handy. So it's just 1 iron ingot with a stick, makes a screwdriver. Screwdrivers are the tool to remove red power machines, which we don't really have any besides the project table, but that's really not a machine block. So it's kind of hard to demonstrate what it does. It basically operates like a pickaxe would on stone blocks and axe would on wood blocks. You kind of need it to destroy it. For some machines, it actually won't break correctly. If you don't use a screwdriver, it'll just break into like sticks or wood, much like a boat breaks into wooden sticks when it crashes. So, but we don't really need it right now because we don't have any way to get red power machines at the moment. And next we're going to make an iron chest. I'm probably off camera going to make more of these. Oops. Once I sacrifice this one to the what's it called? Monument. Just because these are really handy to have, they kind of free up a lot of room in your base. Basically, I'm just going to take a chest and surround it with iron, and it makes an iron chest. And what an iron chest does is it's just a larger chest area. As you can see, this actually operates, it's the same size as a double chest, but it takes up only the room of 1. That can really clear up some clutter, and it can actually be upgraded to like a gold chest or a diamond chest or even a crystal chest. And those have tons of room in them. I think the biggest one is comparable to an alchemical chest, which you saw even though they're from different mods. So yeah, these are really cool items to have, or especially early game. What's the last item we need? Aha, we need to make another transmutation tablet. And I've already made one of these before. You guys know how they're made. Obsidian in the corner, stone in the cardinal directions. Actually, the obsidian and stone can be reversed. Doesn't matter which way they go. They just have to be alternating as you go around the square. We'll make another tablet. Now, before I sacrifice these items, it might be a good idea to be able to craft them again. So, okay, I can teach the transmutation tablet to that. I can also teach the torch. Oh, this wasn't already taught. That was weird. I thought I already taught that. I cannot place the stone bowl because it's not in one of the mods supported by equivalent exchange. So I can't teach that to it. Can't teach the scoop to it. Project table? Nope. Automatic crafting table? Nope. And screwdriver? Nope. That's okay. We can always craft those items ourselves, but torches and the transmutation table were definitely things that we needed to have taught to our table. Actually, I didn't try the iron chest. Oh, that's awesome. I can teach it to that. So that's worth quite a bit of EMC, but we have lots of gold we can feed to the table. And so now that we have all 9 items, actually, let's put them all on our hotbar so we can sacrifice them in a row. And is that 9? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ah, stone bowl. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All 9 items. So we're going to go to our whole sucky thing, and we're going to put that item in, and it's going to suck it up. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Throw the scoop in. Throw the screwdriver in. Table, project table, iron chest, stone bowl, and the log. So now that I have thrown all 9 items from this item set, where the story begins should light up. Yep, there you go. So our first square has lit up, and we should have reward waiting for us at the little hub. And as you can see, an alchemical chest has appeared. And we are done with this interval. And our reward is 1 piece of redstone dust. All those items, and that's all you get. This is actually going to be very useful, though, as now I can start work on the redstone paradise sub thing, whatever it's called. Go up here, try and find it. I can't remember where it is. Aha, lucky guess. So a redstone paradise. These are, I think, all items from the red power mod. We're going to need to put clock, block breaker, energy crystal dispenser, piston. That's actually from vanilla, so you guys know what that is. Deployer, transposer, timer, and a quarry. I think quarries are actually from Buildcraft 2, though. So, Buildcraft 2 as in the number 2. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. I think first things first, before we die and lose our valuable reward, we're going to have to go over to our transmutation table, and this is where things get a little more complicated. Now, what I didn't explain about EMC is there's 2 different types of EMC. There's EMC for matter, and there's EMC for fuels. And most Minecraft items, including the ones in the mods, are matter. So you can, for example, I've already told you this, I can melt down any matter item and get any other matter item back from it, assuming the EMC rates are equal. However, for some items, you cannot directly change them into one another. For example, I cannot put this redstone matter into the transmutation tablet because it has matter EMC in it. Other items that operate like this are coal, charcoal, all equivalent exchange tool fuels, which we'll get to later, glowstone, glowstone dust, sugar, gunpowder, blaze powder. Not sure if I'm missing any others. I probably am. But those are a few examples of stuff that can't be directly translated into other items. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to change all this EMC into some kind of item. So I'll turn all of that into wood, and I'll turn the rest into torch, or not the rest, but some into torches, and then some into stone brick. And now that there's no EMC in it, I can teach my redstone, and it's worth 64 fuel EMC. Now later we will discover a way to directly change matter EMC. Well, it's not really directly, but it's direct enough. We can change them into one another, and of course it starts to rain. But yeah, we have some redstone, and that's great. So now we can start obtaining fuel like charcoal, and we can melt it down and get more redstone from it. So actually we'll just do that real quick. We'll put a log in there. We'll burn it to make charcoal. We'll actually put 2 in there, so we don't want to waste our logs as a fuel source. Actually, maybe it's not enough. Nope, not enough. Oh well. But we can also teach charcoal, and as you can see it's worth 32, so 2 charcoal is going to equal 1 redstone. But that means we can, now that we actually have access to iron and redstone, that means we can start industrializing. And you'll see what I mean by that in the next episode, because I think I'm going to call this episode here. I've been rambling on for long enough. So if you have any questions about what I said, I introduced a lot of new stuff today to those not familiar with the mod packs. Feel free to leave a question. Please leave feedback. Feedback really helps me improve the quality of my commentary as well as the quality of my videos, so feedback, as long as it's constructive, is always appreciated. If there's something I left out or didn't explain, also leave that in the comments so I can go over it next time, because there is a lot of stuff to explain about Feed the Beast and the process by which I get new items, so just tell me that, and I'll look out for comments and try and respond to them, and then put them in the next video, because others may have the same question. So until next time, guys, peace out.